All right, Big Jack Little here on a Sunday, January the 4th, 2026. We were walking, we're sober, and doing a little series working out in the Word. I'm gonna read a little bit from Daniel in just a minute. I want to just share a little bit about my thoughts on fasting and where does it fit in bodybuilding. I don't fast a lot, but I do occasionally, especially when you want to do a reset, or maybe you're getting ready to start a new plan, or maybe you're just off your game. Fasting is a good way to kind of reset everything, get your mind clear. I'm looking at doing a little bit of a Daniel fast, maybe for about 10 days, just to cleanse my body. I'm going to read this book first, just so I can kind of get an understanding of. It's really simple. The Daniel fast was basically water and vegetables for 10 days. So, that's kind of what I want to look at doing for about 10 days and take you on that little journey. So that's my take on fasting. I think, it's good at least once every 2 to 3 months to do like a 24-hour maybe. Everybody's got differing views on it. But like I said, I get a lot of mental clarity when I fast. Now, flip side of that is from bodybuilding standpoint, that's not what we want because we're trying to feed our bodies. So that's why I don't do a lot of fasting, but I do. And it's biblical. Jesus fasted. A lot of characters in the Bible fasted. So, that is our blueprint really on that. But anyway, I want to wish everybody continued Happy New Year. I hope everybody's doing good. And, just getting your plan ready to attack it this year and have a great year. Getting ready to overcome obstacles. That's going to be the key. Overcoming obstacles. But I pray for everyone that's watching this, blessings, and that God will open up doors that no man can shut. That we know God raises one up, God brings another down. Promotion is from the Lord. All right, God bless. All right, Big Jack Little here with No Weapon Formed, and we are in the Word. We're working out in the Word, my little series. And just so everybody knows, this is not some New Year's resolution or anything like that, man. This is my life. I love the Lord, and I got saved in 2003, and it's been an up and down, but God has always been there for me, and that's where I got No Weapon Formed. And believe it or not, in my lowest of lows, which was in that hospital, during those 101 days, I was in the Word, and I actually prayed for people that came to my room. Instead of them praying for me, I was praying for them. Not to brag or anything, but just saying this is not some New Year's resolution thing. But God gave me an idea to do working out in the Word. So anyway, we're going to be in the book of Daniel, and Daniel was the cream of the crop. They were the cream of the crop as far as when they got basically kidnapped, and taken out of their own land. The king wanted, he basically said, I want young men who have no blemish but are good looking, gifted in all wisdom, possessing knowledge and quick to understand, who had the ability to serve in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the language and literatures of the Chaldeans. And so the king had appointed them daily provision of delicacies and wine which he drank, and 3 years of training for them, so that at the end that they might serve before the king. Now among them, this is Daniel 1, the sons of Judah were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. To them the chief of the eunuchs gave names, and he called Daniel Belteshazzar, and then Hannah Shadrach, and then Mishael Meshach, and then Azariah Abednego. Now here's where I wanted to focus on the next scripture. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested the chief of eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now God had brought Daniel into the favor and goodwill of the chief of the eunuchs. So basically what happened next was he convinced them to let him do it his way.
which was God's way. And that was to fast and just on vegetables and water for 10 days. And he said, after 10 days, let's see who's in better condition. And they basically, after the 10 days, in verse 15, it says, at the end of the 10 days, their features appeared better and fatter in flesh than all the young men who ate the portion of the king's delicacies. Now, at the end of the days, when the king had said that they should be brought into the chief eunuchs before Nebuchadnezzar, then the king interviewed them, and among them all was found Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore they served before the king in all matters of wisdom and understanding, and about which the king examined them, and he found them 10 times better. All right. So what I want to talk about is defiling yourself and staying clean. And it's hard. It's hard in these times. Everybody's dealing with something. And we can learn a lot from Daniel. Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself. And so it's inspired me that I want to do a little Daniel fast. I've never really done. I've done 24-hour fasting, and 36 maybe is the longest. This fast though, I'm gonna have vegetables, and I'm gonna just do like a cleanse. So, but as you can see in the word here, it says that they came out looking better, sharper, and 10 times better. So, there is something to that. And I'm just wanting to encourage you to, and I'm not encouraging you to fast unless God leads you to fast, or unless your higher power leads you to do that. There are other benefits to fasting, but I do know that fasting works, and it causes a lot of things to happen in the good, and we can learn a lot from Daniel. But he purposed in his heart not to defile himself. He stood out from the crowd. And even before that, they stood out from the crowd, because basically when they were kidnapped, the king took the best of the best. So I don't know about you, but I want to be the best of the best. And so this is inspiring. We can learn a lot from Daniel. So I want to encourage you to separate yourself. Do whatever you got to do to be the cream of the crop. All right. I hope this helps somebody. God bless. Big Jack Little here. Thank you for watching my video. I don't even know, I've never really done this before, y'all, so I don't even know if people watch to the very end, but I do have some good news. Tomorrow I have an interview, a Zoom interview with a talent agency, so that's a huge plus. Maybe get my foot in the door somewhere to start doing some background work or some special abilities. For anybody that don't know, I've been in some movies. I did my first movie in New Orleans with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll put the picture up. I was a prison guard in Escape Plan 1, and then I did my first credited stunt in Olympus Has Fallen with Gerard Butler. I did a host of other things, but I didn't get a credit. Just so you know, to get a credit in a movie, you have to either do a stunt or speak. As far as when it comes to on screen, if you're just in the movie and you don't do anything as far as in a picture, you don't get a credit. But I've been in a ton of stuff. So anyway, I just ask y'all to pray for me. I can maybe get my foot in the door, because this is the year of the epic comeback. God bless everybody.